When I had a bad day, a friend reminded me to look beyond the bad things and look at myself because I'm strong enough to handle it. This poem is for students who also have bad days and have to deal with so much. It's Monday morning at 7:35. You're still half asleep, your homework's half done. Your shower is cold, your oatmeal's dry. Your roommate forgets to say goodbye. You're walking to class, it's 30 degrees. Your fingers won't work, your toes and ears freeze. Your zipper is stuck, your left sneaker squeaks. Your backpack strap snaps, your suit thermos leaks. You slip on the Hickman steps, you trip in the hall. The toilet floods in the bathroom stall. The gym door is locked, library's the same. A guard greets you by the wrong name. Your classroom is hot, the door is packed. Your bean sprout is dead, your clay pot is cracked. Your pencils are dull, the sharpener jams. Your fingers get crunched when the door slams. Your math partner's gone, your neighbor is rude. Your teacher's again in a crabby mood. You check the time, it's only 8:35. Another school day's begun, all's wrong, you want to cry. Your teacher talks, but you can't hear. Something about her ear? Somehow you hear Autism Month and a thing about Green Month. Oh, it's about going green. With half-closed eyes, you chew a jelly bean and look at your fingers and think, clean. You try to listen and your brain says, hasten, but it's towards the end of the year, and the thought makes you sneer. You think of all good times and bad, of your mom and dad, of your school that has overqualified teachers along with some extra beakers, financial aid that sometimes makes you proud, a choir that sings loud, diversity that can be seen nowhere else, except in New York and no other else. Our academics are highly exceptional and our teachers take it personal. We get along and it's lifelong. We're great in sports because we dream of the courts. But when we are given books, learning about capitalism, communism, with the book in my hands, I cried. Learning about the consequences of progress. With the book in my hands, I cried. Learning about slavery, colonialism, racism. With the books in my hands, I cried. Learning about corporate powers, world pollution, race mutilation, and race discrimination. With the book in my hands, I cried, learning about the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer, the selfishness of men, the corruption of government institutions. With the book in my hands, I cried, learning about terrorism, biological warfare, and about bombing campaigns that destroyed whole families and cities. I did not want to cry, but I could not help myself. And I silently cried alongside others. Our youth giving us powers, not just in numbers, but without emotional encumbers. The strong woman here is one who feels deeply and loves fiercely. Her tears flow just as abundantly as her laughter. She is not afraid to be afraid. She is both soft and powerful. She takes compliments to heart and treats herself like the queen that she is. She is equally visionary and decisive. She is able to hope when things look hopeless. She is both practical and spiritual. The strength of the man here is seen in the width of his arms that encircle and protect. It is in the gentle words he whispers and how he keeps his word and how he respects women and how tender he touches in the heart that lies within his chest, and whether he can be true to the one woman he's trying to love and the burdens he can carry, and the effort he puts forth when you are unable, and the understanding that there is more to making love than making love. So, overall, my fellow Rutgers students, though another school day has begun and all is going wrong, remember what has been said here and now of you, and think of your scarlet pride, and your heart will be light. Thank you.